I am Leah Lummel. I'm an Associate Vice President and Chief Operating Officer in a department called EdPlus at Arizona State University. Arizona State University is a public research institution, and we believe that we're measured not by whom we exclude, but by whom we include and how they succeed. And so we see our role in higher education being all encompassing, not just to the learner, but to the higher education community and the communities around us, both economically, socially, culturally. So we do go by this charter in many, many ways. And in this particular department, we have defined ourselves with a culture of curiosity, risk taking, and refusing to accept the status quo. We are a central enterprise unit for the university, and we focus on design and scalability of digital teaching and learning models to increase student success and reduce barriers. With this culture, we serve learners, achieve milestones, feel a sense of urgency, solve problems. We are bold, and we strive for excellence all the time. So with this culture, we focus on high-end technologies that help learners, and we use it to expand our faculty training for online and remote learning. We establish the best possible learning objectives to support many different digital learning technologies for the university and processes. And we try to engage in knowledge sharing. So again, I appreciate an opportunity to speak to all of you tonight. Well, it's night for me, day for you. With this technology and with our mission, we're serving many new populations globally, locally, and through many different partnerships. We don't see this as doing it alone. We work closely with different groups like the Nevada System for Higher Ed. We're working with Cleveland State University, YouTube. We have a Plus Alliance, which is out of London, Sydney, and Phoenix with the University of New South Wales, King's College London. And again, the partnerships with other universities helps all of us get better. As my colleagues here, I'm sure will attest to, we have to stick together and share our ideas to be able to meet a demand for higher education that is anticipated to grow to over 410 million. And this is just in the US alone. In the US, if we were to attempt to do this, that would mean we would have to build physically 4 universities that each serve 80,000 students. That's about the size of what our Tempe campus does here in Arizona. We'd have to build one of those every week, every year for 15 years. More importantly, I think the pandemic has just proven that if we don't start showing other ways to serve learners where they're at and when they need us, we're going to leave many people behind in the education space. So with that, we always believe that speed and scale are our friends. We're always trying to make education effective and affordable. And with that, at this point, we now serve over 64,000 learners, meaning degree-seeking students for online degrees across more than 100 different countries at any given time. And just our growth alone shows how much there is demand out there, and how many people are seeking an online education. So you need the technologies to do that, and we have to leverage those technologies so that anyone with a desire to learn should be able to pursue a college degree. Right now, we are ranked in the top 10 in the country by US World News Report in terms of bachelor's degrees. But with that ranking, we're also the #1 largest school with compared to all the other 9 schools combined. So to achieve that ranking at our scale and magnitude has been quite the feat, and we're very proud of it. But it's not just about the rankings, it's about the students, the relationships, and how we engage in critical manners with them to help them be better students. So we've created a whole suite of ways to do that, that engage starting in the classroom, that focuses on advanced virtual labs, many different video discussion groups that help engage them, building a strong student community. Again, online learning means you need to engage a learner beyond just the curriculum they're learning, but how they're engaging with you as a university and with their peers. And we also use peer critique. Our labs are quite state of the art, even if you're doing it at home in your kitchen. So this is an example of one of our biology labs where they actually get a kit and we show them the videos and everything, and then they do it at home. But more importantly, beyond the physical labs of what we do, it's also the virtual labs and the ways in which we're able to start to bring new things forward, like with our Operation Math. Operation Math is an important initiative because we have a lot of students here in the US who have issues getting through math classes, whether it was a fear of math or they just didn't learn it well in high school, or possibly they just took many years off of in their adulthood and are now re-entering into the space. So we've created a series of adaptive coursewares that help our students learn the right lesson at the right time. And here's just a few of our partners that help us do this in the classes. So we use McGraw-Hill and their Alex product for a lot of our math products. And then we have Cog Books that has a whole suite of different opportunities, including even the Pearson Mastering content, which is part of physics. All of these are adaptive courseware that we've built into our content. And what it's allowed us to do is take something that have been traditionally hard for learners in the past, and we've been able to take the success rate from a pretty dismal amount to a more significant amount, meaning back in 2014, we were only able to get about 60 to 70% of students through some of these classes. But with the Intro to Biology class with Cog Books, by taking an adaptive way of technologies and an active initiative, meaning engaging with the learner at the right time, not just with the right content, but with the right support, we have been able to achieve much greater success rates leveraging those technologies and new support processes for those particular learners. And so we work with a lot of different faculty to do that. And we leverage many different kinds of artificial intelligence to do more and serve more learners at all stages. So I think part of this is not just how to make a learner successful, but how to reach more learners at one time. These technologies enable that. But we also think that because you have a right to pursue it, these technologies sometimes have to help you find your way. So we've been able to build one technology called Me3, which is a career exploration tool that helps take interactive images to help match students to their interests and passions. You know, some students were lucky enough to grow up in a household where your family pretty much tells you you're going to be an engineer, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a lawyer. But there's a lot of in between. We all know there's a lot with education and the health fields and the arts and humanities, and we want to make sure that a learner picks something they have a passion with. So we've developed this automatic tool that helps you go through an image-based career assessment and helps get them on the right path. Because once they're on the right path and they have a passion for something, they can do well. So we take things like that and we surround the whole student with these technologies and these faculty who know how to use these technologies to really focus and keep them at the center of everything we do. So we can keep developing as many technologies as possible, and that has helped us manage over 250 degree programs for students in the online space. We don't have 14, we don't have 24, we have over 250. And so we have a lot of STEM degrees, we have all education and health. And our goal is that there shouldn't be a reason you can't put a fully online degree up because of technology. The technology is your friend, it is not your enemy, and we just need to empower faculty. But these technologies also help us get to know students better. You can't have the technology replace the humans, but we can have the technologies help the humans know when to integrate with the right student at the right time and be more proactive to help them be successful to graduation. Something that a lot of people don't understand is when you're in online education, it's easy for a learner to disconnect and walk away. So you not only need the technologies and the curriculum with the faculty to advance new ways of learning to help them be successful, but you also have to use those technologies to draw them in and remember what their goals are. So we surround them with these humans. This is one of our coaches, our success coach, who coordinates a lot of the different student interactions using many different ways. And so what we've built is a series of technologies that helps us reach out to learners through all of these different mechanisms and helps them with hard things. So for example, we have a bot that specializes in just how to help you with your financial aid and make sure that you're engaging with the tools we have around financial aid. We also have artificial intelligence behind the scenes that creates a lot of different alerts to know when to reach out to the student and how we should do so, from low activity in the LMS if they're not logging in to they maybe dropped their classes or there's some other change in behavior that we're leveraging. So to do that, we also have to look at not only the technologies of the curriculum, but how you surround the student with a custom digital platform that helps them get into their classes, see the content, and is both mobile and desktop friendly. And so with all of those technologies, we're hoping we're helping the students become stronger because we believe that we're on the right path towards success and for our students to be successful. So it's just a little bit of a snippet of all of the technologies that we've been trying to bring forward to help our learners learn the content, help our faculty, and then ultimately achieve a broader goal for higher education and student degree attainment. So I'll stop there and let my colleagues continue until we reach a question and answer.